Hi everyone. Let's see few more set of questions. The question goes by, we have done a new hiring of developers. We want all the new developers should have the basic permission. How can I achieve this? So this is one of the common question based on the real-time scenario. So like taking a situation where the mass hiring has been done and all the developers has taken into organization. So onboarding needs to be done and they needs to be onboarded on the AWS console with the particular set of permissions all with the users. In this situation, if you say we have to give the permission one by one, in such situation, there are situation of manual errors. In order to avoid such situation, we can create the AWS IAM group for the use case. So how to achieve it? Create a new IAM group of developers, add the policies for the developers, and finally add users into the same. Let's see the practical of it. I'm gonna create a user group. Let's create the user group called developers. Right now, I'm not adding any user. I'm just giving the access of EC2 instances. EC2 full access. I'm just giving the EC2 full access, create a user group. So as you can see, there is no user right now. Permissions has been divided. Open the group. Now in the users list, just click on add user. All the users will be shown to you. Just click on add users accordingly. This is how you are gonna give the permission to several users at a single point of time, and all the users will be having similar kind of permissions under the permission policies. This is the way you can create the user group, and when you are onboarding several users at the same time which should be having the same permission set, you can make use of the user groups. Okay, now let's see one more set of question. This is also a practical based scenario. I want user to give access to a particular region only to create the server. How can I do that? This is the same scenario in which we are going to make use of IAM policies. So IAM policies are going to help us in making sure that if we are working in several teams and we are working on EC2 instances and we want to manage particular EC2 for a particular tag or the particular boundary, so we have to create the boundaries into the IAM policies. Let's say only the developers with the tag development should be utilized to give the permission set. So IAM policies with the boundaries into them can be utilized to make sure a specific restraint over the resources can be created. So the solution is going to be, if you want to allow maximum permissions for each team, you can utilize dev team with the permission boundary, QA team with the permission boundary, and product team with the permission boundary in the particular region set. This is how you are gonna make use of the permission boundaries to the use case. Now, following up on the same, there is a question: what is the difference between IAM based policy and IAM based resource policies? These are the two different concepts. Identity policy, which is given to the users, roles or groups, whereas resources based policies are given to the services like S3 bucket. So let's see where they are created. What is identity based policy? So these are bound to the users, group, role, and these can be AWS managed or customer managed, whereas resource based policies are specific to the resources like S3 bucket policy. Now let's see the normal policies that we have been attaching out here is the AWS managed or the custom policies. These are called identity based policies. Similarly, in the S3 we can have resource based policies also. So let's say this is my policy, and if I need to add on the policies or the permission set, you can add on the bucket policies. This is called the bucket policy, where you can add on the accesses based on your requirement. So you can modify that. Click on edit. Similarly, you can use the policy generator also out here, in which you want to give the resource based policy. So we have different resources out there, and you can choose the resources from here. So this is the difference between resource policy and identity based policy. So that's all from this video. Thanks a lot.